It's time for the Giz Wiz with man's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1887, recorded Thursday, June 9th, 2022. Hey, hon, I missed you. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Dickie D has an anti-explosion flashlight. You heard that correctly. We also have a pocket misting fan, and I have another summer gadget for the crappy corner. Plus your videos all next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, your explosion master, Dick DeBartolo. Have any bomb issues? Just talk to Dickie D.
No, not everything's been quiet. I don't know. The city seems to be in endless construction.
Oof.
They're digging up the streets and they're remodeling the park and they're repointing the building on our corner.
Wait,
which
what?
is like
it's pointing a little too south. They got to point it a little bit more to the west. What you talking about?
I think that's where they redo. They stick gook between all the bricks.
Oh,
I don't know. Huh. We were talking about electric. I think Con Ed, is the highest in the city. And then it looks like Scooter X. This is ridiculous. He pays 21 cents for certain hours and then 54 cents, and then it's back to 21 cents.
I think I have. So in Texas.
You have that too?
Well, no. So Texas is really weird. It's very unregulated. So I have the option to buy from many providers. And they all kind of offer different things. So some people, it's exactly like that, where it's like, depending on the time of the day, the kilowatt hour will cost different. Also, I can buy like specific energy that is like some of it's green energy or it's just not. So I think like the cheapest I can get is 9 cents a kilowatt hour, which is now this is when I looked like 3 years ago. Is off the top of my head. But I went for 13 cents a kilowatt hour, and in the day, they are promising me that it comes from solar panels. Now, at night, it's probably just cold. At night, I have no idea where it's probably natural gas. That's just how Texas is. But also at night, I get free energy. So from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.-ish, I'm paying for it, and then 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., it's free. So you have a whole bunch of options.
Wow. Now, you got it free. Does that mean your whole neighborhood, or you just know someone at the electric company?
Says, and then grease a few pockets,
Right.
Yeah. And it's crazy because that's just my house. And also when...
That's just your house?
Oh, yeah. That's just me. It's weird. I can shop for electricity.
Oh, my God.
Like, it's not... I don't have one provider. I guess they have it worked out where they all use the same lines. They all use the same energy poles.
Can you go online and just say, starting next week, I want this provider?
Yes.
How hard is it? Oh, it is?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's weird. And then, there's other weird stuff like some people can buy based off of what the demand is at the moment. And that turned out really bad for a few people because when the blackouts happened over the Texas, freeze. The price per kilowatt went insane. And so there was a person at my gym that had like a $15,000 bill for their electricity. Now they didn't pay it. They didn't have to pay it. The energy company, it was like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Just pay $7,000.
Exactly, right. So there's some weird stuff that happens in Texas for their energy. And I think that is only in Texas. I've watched a few YouTube videos about it, especially around that freeze. There was a lot of videos coming out, kind of like how the Texas grid works and how it's very different because it's self. You know, there's the East Coast grid and the West Coast grid in Texas. They have their own grid, which is why when it went down, nobody could help us out. And so I don't know if that's just for Texas or other maybe states or cities have it set up that way.
Yeah, in New York, I occasionally get an email, a letter saying that you have a choice of changing your companies, but I mean, even though I've read that Con Ed has the highest rates in the country, the service is pretty good. I mean, I think we've had 2 blackouts in 50 years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the only blackouts that we get are like power lines going down. Really, the only time that there was like a rolling blackout was during the freeze. Everything else is completely weather related. You know, that'll happen a few times a year. It'll go down for literally like 2 seconds and then come back, or it'll go down for a few hours during a storm.
Well, here in the city, of course, everything's underground. So
right.
Outside of every once in a while shocking people. I mean, there was a time when there was a thing that dogs were like yelping and jumping, and we have a little local online newspaper called the West Side Rag, and they finally traced it to a grating that somehow water had leaked into the Con Ed wires under the grating, and the grating had put a certain amount of power up into the grating.
That's ridiculous.
That would make dogs jump, but not people because you're wearing shoes.
Oh my gosh.
But that was short-lived, and they came around and did the streets over again. So
I can't imagine the bread, like at what trail do you have to go down to get okay, my dog's yelping here. He yelps here every day. I don't get it. And then what's the next step? How do you figure the rest of that out?
I guess you figure, well, he's walking on metal.
Yeah.
And the only thing that would do that would be something electric.
So I guess you go straight to Con Ed and go, hey, something weird is going on here.
Exactly.
I don't know if you'd call up the city council. Hey, I got a dog yelping problem. Maybe y'all can help me out. That's really funny. So yeah. I don't know.
Okay,
what else to say?
Just jump into stuff?
Yeah, I guess. Now, I guess one last thing is, what's the chances that your building there in New York would ever get solar? Like 0.
Oh, 0.
Never.
No, brownstones, no. I mean, it sort of annoys me that whenever I go to check my phone bill from Verizon, it goes, "Hi, Fios user." I don't have Fios. I have tried to get Fios for years. And 2 years ago, there was a Fios truck on the block, and I said, when are you going to do the brownstones? And he goes, "The brownstones? Never."
Oh, gosh.
He said, "We're just looking to do apartment buildings. We want buildings where they can make some money." And
that's just because, I mean, it's not, as a non New York, native, there's just not enough people in the brownstone, and the cost is too high?
there's only like 10 families, and it would probably be. But what annoys me is that my guess is that Verizon just said, just say everybody has Fios, because there was probably tax rebates and things that they were going to have, 90% of the city having Fios. So it was just easier to just say, "Hi, Fios user."
Oh my gosh. That reminds me of everyone, like it seemed like every newspaper company was giving away the newspaper for a while. You bought the digital version of the newspaper, you get the physical version for free. Right. And it was so their rotation would stay high. They could still say, we deliver 10,000 newspapers every day. Right. They were giving the newspapers away.
Yeah. And then someone realized, we could deliver 10,000 newspapers just to Murray over in his apartment, and then we'll pick them up at night.
Right.
We can still say we delivered 10,000 papers today.
We delivered 10,000 papers to the recycling plant for green. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Now I'll just tell you one quickie thing about that. So I've written 11 Mad paperbacks, and I usually, after my paperback comes out, I buy a case of them. And you buy them directly through a whole thing with Warner, and you get 40% off. And I call and I go, I want to buy a case of Mad Murders the Movies. And he goes, well, there's no such book anymore. And I said, no, the book came out 2 months ago. You're thinking of a Mad Look at Old Movies. I'm talking about Mad Murders the Movies. And he goes, let me check. And he goes, no, all Mad Murders the Movies have been shredded because they're old.
Oh my
God. I
God.
told Bill, the publisher, and about the next day he came in and he said, do you know that they printed your book and then shredded it?
Immediately?
No, and about 2 months later.
Gosh. Is that to say we, printed 10,000 and then shredded 8,000?
Yeah. And
wow.
And he said, I said, well, he said that they'll reprint it. He said the bad news is they won't reprint it for 2 years because we have the whole thing of new books. We can print one Mad book every 4 months, and it's going to be 2 years before they can reprint your book.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was due to speak at a Warner Brothers reception thing, and I had the art department make up. I said, and Warner, in their ever-developing technology, is saving steps. It prints on this side and shreds as it comes out of the printer on that side. So it's just one single operation. So anyway.
It feels like that's how everyone's getting those Times bestseller titles.
That could be.
This is how they print it. They print it, sell it, shred it.
That's
Times bestseller. They're right there.
Yeah. Print and shred.
Print and shred. Print and shred.
Okay, a fun flashlight. Let's take a peek.
All right, wearing a hat, raincoat, because we're going on an expedition. But first, take a look at this. A couple of months ago, someone emailed us about they bought a portable shower that was explosion proof. I started searching the internet and found the 5 nuclear anti-explosion powerful flashlight night core lantern. 4.6 feet. Look at that. Look at that monster flashlight. Okay. All right. I got one. It's raining out. It's almost midnight. Let's take a look at that baby.
Wow.
Not only that, but it weighs 4 ounces. Okay. 4.1 ounces.
I thought it was aluminum.
That's what it looks like. However, let's look at this. Look at this. That guy's lighting a mountain with it. You see it? Whoa! Look at that, lighting that mountain. All right. And here he is walking down the road. Look at this, walking down the road. You don't need no stinking street lights. Also, I'm just seeing, he only has the 4 nuclear blast. I have the 5. All right, look at that. Here he is walking down and lighting the entire path. Okay, well, you're getting the idea that this is some mammoth flashlight. And one more. Here he is lighting all the trees. All right, lighting the trees and the road. Well, that is one hell of a beam. All right. So, and as I'm saying, he has the 4 beam. Look at this. I have the 5. He doesn't have the big middle
We're
one.
out at Riverside Park, and of course it's raining, but that's okay because we're intrepid reporters. And there's Riverside Park. There's a big rock there. You can't see it now, but when we put the nuclear flashlight on it, I hope we don't scare people in the park. Get ready and light up the rock. Well, the rock is there somewhere. Light up the path. Light up that, well, it lights up the tree. Well,
I couldn't believe this.
Doesn't
you
seem
know
to be
what? This is
nuclear.
not. Let's see, you can see thousands of feet in front of you.
Thanks to the traffic light.
Yes.
I am underwhelmed. I am really. There's a big rock there right behind that tree. You can't see any of it. Anyway, it's good for showing off the rain. Yeah.
That was less than impressive. Okay. I didn't show you. Has one other feature. Oh, I also love this. You can light forests, you can light roads, you can light docks for miles. The beam is said to be 1,500 feet. However, you can also use it as a table lamp. And you can, all right? Maybe this is the best use of this thing. All right, so anyway, that's the bright, that's the low, then there's the flash. The flash seems to be brighter than anything, and then it goes into the task light. You know, to tell you the truth, the task light isn't that big either. The task light could be, I guess, a table light. Anyway, for $30,
I love your lamp. Where'd you get
how
it?
much I paid. I think it was
Yes.
$30 on Amazon, and I think I paid $15 and $2.50 shipping. So I paid something like $16. I guess I paid $18 for it. This is not nuclear in any. It's a nuclear bomb.
Disaster.
Just leave out the nuclear. It's more like a bomb. That's it.
And then I sent you a picture of what we were looking at in the daytime. This is
Yeah.
what I thought we would light up.
Well, now that's a good flashlight right there. That's woof. I can see everything. Man.
So that in the foreground is the wall I was standing against. And what is that rock, like 100 feet away?
Yeah. Yeah.
It wouldn't even light the rock.
Yeah. That's not. I need the mountainous light. I need to light up mountains.
Maybe that's the problem. That's too small for the flashlight to light. You need to light a mountain.
I think the thing is, I think that these type of lights exist. I think this is just using footage from a different light.
Yes, yes.
I've seen some insane flashlights.
Oh my God! There's a company called like Witch or something. They've at a press demo they fried an egg on it. You had to hold it like with gloves, and they said just put it on high just for seconds. But yeah, I think they're trying to cash in on that kind of thing, and I think Scooter X found it for $6. I paid $18. It's $23 on Amazon, and I paid $18 and waited almost a month.
Oh gosh.
But
yeah.
doesn't it look like something rugged?
It does. They pulled off the look for sure.
Yeah, it weighs 4.1 ounce.
They said had to save on shipping. Here's what Scooter X found. This one's $5
Oh
with
my,
$2
there it is.
shipping.
It's the same photo.
The same thing. This is what everyone does: is they just steal the videos from the real ones.
Yes.
And then it's the exact same photos.
The exact same photos. And how much was that?
This one is, I think, $5. Yeah, $5.60
gosh.
plus $2.70.
Yeah. So I paid
10
18. So I paid 10, 11, probably $10 or $11 too much.
Right.
And even for $11, it's no great buy. I'll tell you that. Oh, you know what? Those pictures on the side, I think, are incorrect.
Oh, you're right. What is this? Oh, no. I think it's saying.
Oh,
because
they're just showing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You have the option if you have a battery or a plug.
Oh,
or whatever.
right. Okay.
But,
Okay.
No reviews, I guess, on this.
No.
Yeah.
Nor on Amazon. And I just love maximum range higher than 1,000 meters. That's 3,000 feet.
Wait, what? Higher than?
Yeah. And can produce up to 100,000 lumens.
Yeah.
Perhaps if it exploded in your hand.
Yeah, that's sad. I remember I reviewed a teeny tiny flashlight, and I loved that thing. And when
that was great.
And it had USB-C charging, and it had a little screen on it, and it could produce a ton of light, and it had a little countdown for how long it could do it.
Yes, I remember. That was great. That was great.
I feel like they took their footage. Because that light was impressive. That one was just insanely impressive. Yeah, that's sad that they're
really
scamming people.
Yeah.
That's not good. Well, stay away from nuclear flashlights.
Yes, exactly.
Unless
that looked like this.
By name brand.
I mean, it's pretty impressive looking, I'll tell you. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, that's not good.
Empty Pocket says, so is that a buy or don't buy?
I think it's don't.
Well,
don't
we'll
buy.
let you judge. Okay, on with another gadget that was more successful.
Another gadget for warm weather. It is the HonHey Foldable Misting Fan. You know, it would have been better if it was Hey Hun, wouldn't it? Hey Hun!
Hey Hun!
I got a misting fan. Okay. All right, let's see. Bum bum. Ooh, I like the color. Okay. All right. The water bottle, a lanyard, a charging cable, not USB-C. All right. It's a little bit bigger than, remember we had the fan that did 3 things. So this is, actually what I'm hoping is that there's some sort of a charge in here already. We will see.
So we know about the blades that fold up, but this one does misting.
Oh, you know, it's funny because the instructions, I mean, Amazon says 3 speeds. 1, 2. Oh, it is 3 speeds. 3 is kind of loud. It runs, let me look, it runs from 6 hours to 20 hours, depending on what speed you're using. And we have to put water in it because it has a built-in mister. Okay? I know you're saying, oh, yeah, a built-in mister. How about a built-in mist? What kind of politically incorrect device is this? All right, it holds...
Where's the representation?
15 milliliters of water, which I think is equal to $7. Okay. All right, so there's a picture of a water drop. This must be the way to fill it. I filled this little bottle, 15 milliliters.
So that little bottle comes with it and can fill the fan.
That's just about half
2 or 3
ounce,
times.
Okay?
Oh.
And at first I thought, well, what do you make a hole in that cap? But you unscrew this cap, and then you have a little cap. Okay. And I don't know how, I guess you're just going to wait to see how much till it overflows. And actually, I'm going to move it over here because the camera is make it so dark here I can't see what's happening. Well, it's full now. All right. Ta-da! Let me put this little cap back on. Now how much would you pay? Oh,
Ah,
look at
Pretty
that.
neat.
that's effective.
Oh my goodness. Oh, this is neat. And then I assume you start the mister, and then you can mist and fan.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing, oh, okay, this is very clever. So it will mist for like 5 seconds and then stop and then mist again. Okay? Which will extend the time that it can mist. And let me see, does it tell you in the instructions? The tank will run for 1 to 1.5 hours in the misting function. And like the other fan that we had, I think you can make this into a little desk fan. You know, I think it's pretty neat. Okay? What happens if you accidentally touch the fan blade? The fan just stops dead.
Oh.
So it's great. Actually, I'll put it on its highest speed. So that's rip-roaring speed. This is like 150 miles an hour. The fan just stops. So it's a great safety feature. Ooh.
Now to the hospital.
Foggy day in
Fix your
London
broken
town. Yeah,
finger.
super for the beach. That's it. I like this a lot. The HonHey, but it should be, not the HonHey, the HonHey misting fan.
And you can have a disco in all that fog.
Yeah,
Look at that.
This is really neat. And also, I left it upside down for a couple of days, and nothing leaked out. So I think this is really neat. And then it mists constantly, and then when you start the fan, it'll go 5 seconds on and off to extend the amount of misting.
Yeah.
But for something you can take with you anywhere, I think this is pretty neat. And
My
I think
guess is that misting technology is the same type of thing that's in the humidifiers that I
Yeah.
covered. That's perfect. That's great. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
And I haven't checked the price today. I think I paid $15. Is it still $15?
Yeah,
Yeah,
$15.97.
16. Yeah.
Great reviews. Yeah. This is so much better than, what we've had forever, which is the fan attached to a spray bottle. And
Yeah,
you get
yes,
more
exactly.
water than mist. Yeah, that's
And this is
really
easy to
nice.
take anywhere. which I
Yeah, it
like.
really is. So Scooter X didn't find this exact one, but he found a similar one.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not the same.
It's pretty close.
It has the ears like that other one that you covered.
Yes.
You remember that? That's so
Is
funny.
it free shipping on? Oh, it is free shipping.
Yeah, free shipping, $10.
Yeah.
Get it in a month. Yeah, that's so interesting to use that. It creates itty bitty water droplets. That's what I remember. It looks like this one, when it's closed, it can still make it too, which is kind of cool. Yeah, that's neat.
Pretty neat. Yeah, I like that. Hey, Hun. No, HonHey.
HonHey. Okay, cool. Very nice.
All right, one more outdoor gadget, and here it is.
I looked over into my neighbor's yard, and they have a new umbrella with LED lights built in. And I thought, well, that's original. I'll buy the same thing. How original is that? So I found out that they're solar powered, okay?
Oh.
So I bought the 7.5 foot 32 LED powered umbrella. All right. Now, what I like about this is it has a built-in battery. The problem I'm finding with solar powered gadgets, or lights anyway, is a lot of them have no switches. So if you go out late at night, they're not on because they've already burned through all their power. So we're going to see what this one looks like. It's the 7.5 foot one. They also make it in 9 feet, and they also make one in 11 feet. And it comes in a lot of colors.
We're in the yard, and hope that doesn't mean don't get the umbrella wet.
We'll see.
Or maybe it's not crossed out, so that means get it wet.
Oh, get it wet. Oh, okay. Okay.
This looks like a solar panel or something, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Oh, that's all packing. Oh, look, the panel, the solar panel is attached. You know what? You have to be real careful because if you didn't know that, I was just going to put the box upside down and pull the box off, but then the solar panel would have been down on the cement.
Metal pole, which is good.
I
My
like
other
the
umbrella,
green. That's
the
a
pole
nice
started
dark green.
to get soft because it's
All
wood.
right. You know what? It says some assembly required. I don't see what there is to do outside of putting the... There are 0 instructions. You see any instructions in the box? No.
Actually, if you drop the umbrella upside down, there
All right.
may have been enough padding that it wouldn't affect that panel, but
I guess I'll just attach the
I
pole.
wouldn't chance
Oh,
it.
you know, I wonder if there's any...
And then I discover, oh my God, instructions.
There they are.
Hit him in plain sight.
But it
That's like
doesn't
no
make any
instructions
sense.
at all.
I don't know what the hell they apply to because
Unscrew the solar panel to ensure the wire is connected properly.
Oh, that's right.
Turn off the switch. All right, I guess we have to look in here to see the switch.
I guess they must have sloppy workers because
Okay, to make sure
Yeah.
it's connected. Wow, this is pretty
You do
neat.
your own
mean,
Q&A.
yeah.
Quality
it looks
assurance.
like it's
I feel
fairly
like a
securely.
scientist here.
It looks like it has
and then
two
I guess
clips
I'm
on
just
it to
gonna
hold the wires together. I guess they figure in
Stick
shipping
the pole in
wire
because
could-
you can't open the umbrella. This
Yeah,
way.
Ranger Rick says stick pole 1 into pole 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, hieroglyphics. That's pretty much
Look
what
at this
that.
looking place. So now, ow, this guy weighs a lot. Is it anywhere near it?
Now this is the old umbrella stand. It doesn't come with a stand.
Holy cow. Yes. Wow. Now find the crank.
Oh, the crank lives next door, but he was out.
Get off my lawn. I can hear him now.
You know what? This is pretty neat. Now, I don't want to mess with it, but I'll just show you up here. You can actually push this button in and tilt the umbrella if you want to. I like this a lot. So come on over, we'll have a barbecue. Just bring a barbecue. It's night. Let's see what it looks like when we turn the lights on. And
With the switch.
there we are. 32 LEDs. And since they're solar powered, you don't have to worry about running a cable to the umbrella itself. I think this is very clever.
Very cool.
Yeah, and it come down in price by $12 since I bought it. So mine was $74,
Dang.
and what is it now?
62.
62. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it really
$12
did come
cheaper.
down. Wow. Very good reviews. I think
And you can
seems
get
so
it in
solid.
7.5, 9, or 11 feet. And yeah, someone, I think it was Chumley, said, my guess is that the lights are not bright, but I think I like that.
Yeah, it's just a bit of
Yeah, yeah.
ambience.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Because we'll probably have a Umbrella is good. Nice, but not waterproof.
Not waterproof.
What?
Huh. I wonder how much rain needs to happen.
Well, the thing is, you're not going to go out and sit under it in the rain, I don't think.
I don't think. It's probably more for shade.
Oh, faded in 3. I guess I didn't. I just read the number of stars. Seemed to be pretty good.
The thing is once you get, there's so many reviews on here. There's 1,600. When you get that many reviews, you'll get a lot of edge cases. And so, in general, I think the star value is pretty good.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I like it, but I like the description. Solar panel on top is powered by a rechargeable battery. I think it's the other way around.
I think it's the sun that recharges that.
Yes,
it would be my guess.
I like it.
Scooter X found a option on Ollie.
Oh, okay.
We have to go through and find the cheap one. Oh, it looks like the stand is the cheap option. $50 for the stand.
That's the thing. The stands are $50. Even half the stand was $50.
Yeah. Well, it looks like you got a great deal.
Yeah, especially since I was talking to my neighbor and I said, I bought one of those LED umbrellas, and he goes, "Oh, I got a great deal on mine. It was $150 and marked down to $90." So I didn't tell him.
You went, "Oh, me too." I think I saw that same deal.
Very similar.
Very similar. That's funny. Yeah, that seems very high quality. Yeah. Very, very high quality.
Anyway.
Okay, with that, let's move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
You don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okay, dokie. We got another summertime gadget here for you. Recorded a video about it. So let's head on into the video. Hey Dickie D, so we are back at it with another summertime gadget. And today we are taking a look at this. Is it a poppet? Is it, in fact, a super soaker? Well, it is both. So this is how it comes. It does require some assembly, weirdly. This little tube does need to fit into this right here. And it comes with, no packaging at all. It's just inside of a bag. But this is a backpack water reservoir. And then, of course, the other end is a little squirt gun. So, obviously, it's kind of sized for someone much younger. Uh-oh. What happened here? Oh, my gosh. Okay, I guess it came apart. This little clip, I'm not sure if it just wasn't clipped on very well in the beginning. This poppet, I guess, can be removed if you really wanted to pop it, because
oh my god,
when it's attached, this is not, it doesn't really pop to the other side because the water reservoir is in the way. Now I have to reattach this tiny little clamp here. It's very difficult to do. Here, let's just ignore the...
I was just going to say, just do it to the
poppet stuff. This is a very tiny and cheap thing. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's more attached. I can see what happened here. This isn't fully closed right there. Same thing with this one over here. It's not closed as well. So that's where I ran into some issues. There we go. Anyway, okay, I'm going to delicately put this on, assuming that nothing else falls apart. So some assembly required when you first get it. So the reservoir is your backpack, and then you get this as your squirt gun. And of course, you get quite a lot of water in the backpack. And the squirt gun isn't pressurized or anything. It's not like a super soaker or anything. You just pump it back and forth to have the water come out. It goes pretty far.
That's pretty neat.
I can see kids having an awful lot of fun with that. So the I don't know, the gun has some kind of fun detailing. The backpack is what it is. No actual poppeting gonna happen here unless you pull it off of which it looks like it's completely possible just to completely pull off of the backpack part. And then I guess you do have a workable poppet there once it's off the backpack.
It's two toys.
Well, there we
in
go.
one.
I hope that you enjoyed this weird summertime fun water gadget. Okay, and it's not that expensive, coming in at $16 for
Oh, that's
the whole
nice.
thing. So yeah, just be aware that the backpack clips and whatnot, probably you just lose the poppet portion.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
It looks just as nice with the white.
Right, exactly.
You know, you could go around and water plants with that.
You could. It's perfect for that.
You know, if you have plants in pots and stuff, that would be a great way to not have to set up the hose.
Yeah, just squirt it a few times. You'd look stylish for Pride Month also.
Yes, exactly.
While doing it. You know?
Exactly.
You'd be impressing all the neighbors. So anyway, it was inexpensive, and I feel like it did what it said. It's not, you know, the highest quality thing, but I don't think anyone's expecting that. So there you go.
No, I think that's just very cute.
Poppet water gun with a massive reservoir, so your kids never run out of water. I'd say buy if
Yeah,
now,
me too. I think it's great. I think
that the age limit, you know, I think it's probably maxes out at 12 years old. But yeah, if that's the customer you got, then I'd recommend it. I think it's pretty good. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, our video is from Jason Petticord, who emails, I have 4 different items in my video.
Whoa.
And let's take a peek.
Hey, Dick, Chad, everybody else. Got a couple of old items and somewhat kind of new for you. This is a 1.5 liter thermos I bought in '82, and I use it daily. I bought this one and another one that looked just like this, but I lost it somewhere in my life. But I found this one, exact same thing, at a rummage sale, and I paid $1 for it, and I cleaned it up, and it works great. This one's a 1 liter. This one's a 1.5 liter. Can't really pronounce the name on it, but these things keep things hot for ages. I've put stuff in here after preheating and had it still hot 20 hours later when sometime I'm getting done with work. Now, I picked this up several years ago. I was out somewhere. See if you guys can figure out what this is. Go ahead and pause the video. Take a few guesses.
Oh, I can't pause the video.
All right.
I mean, it looks like a
Now,
thermos, right?
This
Yeah,
is,
it looks like, yeah.
it's a French press.
Oh, would have never guessed. Huh.
By Stanley. I
Oh.
found
Oh my
it on
gosh.
sale somewhere for like $20. And you can drink out of the lid. Very nice. And it seems to stop brewing when you do the press down on it. But back here is a coffee cup that I use daily. I can close the valve on it, tip it upside down. See? Nothing drips out. I thought you guys would like to see 40-year-old thermos. I'm not sure how old this one is. This was given to me by a customer, by the way, and I've had it for about 5 years now. This I picked up about 3 years ago. You guys have a good one.
That is awesome. I love
Now, the weird name, which I can't pronounce either, but they're still producing thermoses. It's
Zarashi.
Rushy.
Oh my gosh, these people, I know these, I saw them at CES this year.
My goodness.
I still don't know how to say their name. They are a very famous company that makes bread makers. I was
going to say they make other appliances.
I own this bread maker. I thought the name looked familiar.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is a very well-known company. They have a little elephant on their logo.
Yes.
That is so funny. Look at this. 26,000 reviews.
Wow.
On an insulated mug.
That's been around a while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea that thermoses were up to $27.
Oh yeah, for nice ones.
Although Jason said it keeps stuff hot, and somebody in the chat room, it's gone by now, said that their thermos didn't keep coffee warm at all.
I mean, you know about Yeti, right?
Yes, Yeti makes also high-end stuff, right?
One normal Yeti cup is like $50. It seems like.
Oh, that much? Wow.
Yeah. Here, I don't actually know. I'm just saying off the top of my head here. Let's go to shop. Let's go drinkware. Let's go bottles. Whoops! Get out of here. Add. And see what these are retailing for.
Sugoroshi we got. Sugoroshi.
Okay.
From TI-83.
$25 for the small
12
one.
ounce.
$50 for the 36 ounce.
Wow.
Yeah. So $65 for the Rambler. It's not horrible, I guess. It's very high end.
No, and if it keeps the stuff cold or hot, whatever you're looking for a long amount of time, it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, that's great. I love all the coffee gadgets. And yeah, this is it's fun to see all the different types and
it is
models.
Amazing when you come into a category and find that there are not only hundreds of them, but that one company makes 50 different varieties.
Yeah, and they're well known for it. Look, it's their second. It's the thing right after water boilers. I thought that said water bottles. Yeah, that is so funny.
Yeah.
Lunch and food jars. Thermal carafes. Here we go.
Carafes.
Oh, those are carafes. Sorry, I thought that was a shorthand.
Yes, more thermoses.
Yeah. That is so funny. Great video. Great video.
So Jason Petticord, thank you. I will get the current issue of Mad Magazine.
Ooh.
And when we get to the what the heck is it, we can show what the cover looks like. Oh, there it is. So that's okay. You could do
a tease of the
cover. So Jason, thank you for the viewer warehouse. We're always looking for more videos. Again, anything to do with a video. There's gadgets that he's had for 20 or 30 years that he still uses, that are still being made. The company is more famous probably from 30 years ago. Even if the gadget is old and in the cellar, we love those where you spent a lot of money for a gadget. And today you can buy the same thing for $5 at Five Below. But we love to see the original. Anything to do with a gadget, 1 to 3 minutes, horizontal. Just make sure we can hear you. You don't even have to be in the video if you don't want to be. And put it on YouTube. Click Unlisted. And you'll get a URL from YouTube. And send that URL to us at mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. And I think we're down to 1 or 2 more videos. So get another video in. And 99% of the videos we show. So don't worry about production. Okay. See you, hear you. That's pretty much what we want. And horizontal. Mail
Do
at
it.
gizwiz.tv.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Here come the Giz Wiz letters now.
Chat room is saying that company is very reliable. Becky said, I had one of their bread makers for more than 20 years and is still using it. So I forgot how to pronounce it, but it's way up there. Hi, Dick and Chad. Oh, this is, we were talking about antifreeze a couple of weeks ago, I think. Okay.
Yes. I've
Hi, Dick and
embarrassed
Chad.
myself about antifreeze.
For a man who has an electric car, why would...
True.
Dick and Chad, there are two main types of antifreeze. One uses propylene glycol, which is non-toxic for people and pets, and it is probably even listed as an ingredient in your favorite soda. God, I hope not. The other is ethylene glycol, which is toxic to people and pets. It's cheaper, so it's typically used as antifreeze for your car. Both taste sweet, but don't try the ethylene glycol. I am not planning on trying either, unless it's already in my soda.
Well,
Michael
just in
Prime.
case you want to buy 55 gallons propylene glycol, you can. It's actually less expensive than I would have thought.
Yeah.
$1,200.
Wait a minute. One bottle of antifreeze is $50? No.
Look at that. You could get the 55-gallon one. Is that...
I guess it's gone up a lot since I used it. Oh, my gosh.
Look at that.
When I had the houseboat, I would have to take the hose from the water tank. You know, the houseboat had like 100-gallon water tank. Drain the water tank, and then take the hose off the water tank, stick that into this glycol stuff. Although there's a diluted version for water tanks, and then you turn the pump on and suck it all through the system until this pink gook starts running out your faucet, and then the pipes are set for the winter. And if you don't do it and the pipe breaks in a houseboat, then you have to start breaking the walls down to find where the leak is. So it was worth it to go through the effort to make sure there was that pink stuff in all the water pipes. Anyway, Michael, thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, that's great. Now I know propylene glycol and the other glycol.
Yes.
Get it out of here. Ethylene. I don't think I would eat anything with ethylene in the name. Glycol, maybe. Ethylene, no, not so much.
Yeah,
Thanks.
well, that glycol coal is delicious.
Apparently, I'm eating glycol all the time. Apparently.
Yeah. Apparently, in the winter, you can go outside. You don't even need a coat.
Yeah, I need to look at what's in... Exactly. I antifreeze all the time, okay? My Diet Cokes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look up what's in a Diet Coke after this.
Well, wait a minute. Instead of spending $50 for that stuff, why don't you just put Coca-Cola in your water
a 12-pack is much cheaper.
Yeah.
Very cheap. That is awesome. So, thank you guys so much for sticking with us. I want to say thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. You guys are awesome. Thank you. You guys support us every single time we publish an episode. You guys support, so we just want to say thank you. If you enjoy the Giz Wiz, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz, and it'll help us out a lot. So thank you. Head over to gizwiz.tv, and you can also donate via PayPal there, or you can watch the show live just about every Thursday. Next week will actually be on Wednesday. Same thing with the week after that. Next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's right there at the top of the website. If you head on over to the website during 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time, and after, we'll be live with the show. You can join the chat room and chat along with all the fantastic folks there. And it's a great time. So please join us there, gizwiz.tv. If you missed the live show, it's available after the fact on our website or on our YouTube channel or on Apple Podcasts. We got you covered when it comes to this show. Head on over to gizwiz.biz, that's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we talk about on this show. So if you're ever needing a link back to the Amazon page so you can find this thing, head over to gizwiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is a gadget, an entire gadget. You don't see the name, but you do see the gadget. And you gotta guess, what the heck is that thing? And this is obvious to me that it's, we had a mister before, and this is another type of mister, but it mists gasoline. So just in case you need a gasoline mister, this is the product for you. And they use that to get rid of mosquitoes. So if you think you know what this is, get a guessing. Over at gizwiz.biz, 6 Mad magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing at gizwiz.biz. And this is the magazine you're playing for. This is the magazine you're playing for. Dickie D has one. Tell us about it. What this is?
Let's see. In it, I have a thing that got a very good response. It's called A Modern Day Business Success Story. And it's a little lady, she bakes pies from a living room, and then she gets a store, and then a bigger thing, and then a bigger thing, and then a company buys her. And now they have trucks with apple filler, and it suddenly becomes so that the pies are really crappy. And let me just flip it over.
I think that's still accurate to this day.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And then by the end, she has a corporation called Momco, and they're making 3 billion pies. And off in the side, there's a little line, all the people for Aunt Emma's or whatever it is, making homemade pies from her house. So it's the beginning of a new cycle. And I have something else in the show. I forgot what it was. But great. It just went on sale Tuesday, and this is what your prize will be.
It says Mad gets nutty over greed.
Yes. And you can see Alfred as a squirrel, what kind of nuts he's collecting.
Yeah. Which type of nuts? Okay. Metal bolt nuts.
Exactly.
It only makes sense. He's got to keep them for winter.
Yeah, and they don't rust.
Hope not. That about wraps it up for our show. Next week will be on Wednesday, and we'll see you then.
I'll be here.